Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the second NFC semifinal for the preseason tournament of the upcoming Franchise Stars Football League. The Detroit Lions head to Lambeau Field for a division rival game. But getting a little bit of a feel for each other in the preseason, the Lions visit the Green Bay Packers. The winner will get the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. Brett Favre leads the Packers out onto the field. Scott Mitchell will try to lead the Lions to victory after a very impressive performance by the Lions against the New York Giants. The Giants do not figure to be terrific in year one, but still, the Lions put together an all-around stellar performance in that one. The Packers defense was excellent against the Bears. The offense struggled a little bit. They'll look to pick things up here against the Lions. Detroit and Green Bay coming up. Again, I have to handle the kickoff in this format to get the custom playbooks to set for the two teams. Then after that, we can go to the customary broadcast view. Herb Adderley tries to break his way through there. And do the first snap, I should say. Have to do a play from scrimmage to get the custom playbooks to set. I've created custom playbooks for all of these teams, although actually, in this case, I actually probably could have just started it regularly, as the Packers and Lions have current coaches assigned as their coaches for year one. In the draw, Mike McCarthy was drawn as the Green Bay coach at the start, and Dan Campbell will lead the Lions from the get-go here in the FSFL. That's the first carry from scrimmage. Doesn't go anywhere. Chris Spielman comes up for the hit for Detroit. Again, if you are new to things here, we'll get to a quick description of the league. First of all, thank you for tuning in. Each franchise has a master pool of 130 players. Their best players in history across all positions. The top 50, I shouldn't say the top 50, 50 were taken at random from that list of 130 to be the roster for year one. The remaining players all will come in to the FSFL in coming years through rookie draft. So this is a Franchise Stars league with a twist, as Brett Favre hits Max McGee for a 30-yard strike, and the Packers are quickly down into Detroit territory. So again, it's a Franchise Stars league with a bit of a twist, because it's not all the greats at the start meant to just play a single season. This is going to go on, and the league is going to evolve. Free agency will happen. Trades will happen. Some teams are not going to get a great draw in year one. Some teams will get a great quarterback at the start. Some teams will have to wait a few years to get their best quarterback. As Robert Porche with the hit there on Aaron Jones, getting brought down at the line of scrimmage. Porche keeping his helmet on. He should be in there. Again, relatively quickly, it appears, for the Lions. Just a little bit shaken up. And off, there's Jim Taylor. Taylor tries to go off tackle. Brought down inside the 40. Only picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Spielman steps up for the hit. So again, Jim Taylor was a fullback back in the days when the fullbacks used to run the ball a bit. But I have Taylor in here as their as he's their best running back. He gets the ball a lot in single setback setups as well to get him a proper amount of carries. And down goes Favre, who is wrestled to the ground by Walker. So Walker brings him to the ground. Favre can't get the pass off. It's a sack for the Lions. And that will push Green Bay back, and the punting unit will come on. So the 30-yard strike to McGee is pretty much where that drive ends for the Packers. Punt angled here, and it's a good one. Inside the 10, angled out of bounds at the 7. Nicely done there. The Lions will start deep in their own territory. And the prevailing feeling is the Lions' success or failure will depend on Scott Mitchell. Again, not a great quarterback draw for the Lions. You know, so like Matthew Stafford, for example, is in the Lions pool. But that's not who they got in year one. Year one, they drew Scott Mitchell and Rodney Peete. At running back, they have Billy Sims. Barry Sanders will eventually come into the league. He's just not here at the start. Mitchell, three-step drop, pass over the middle. No, knocked loose. Nicely done by Leroy Butler. That looked like a completion, but Butler with the pop. Jars the ball loose. It'll be 2nd and 10. Looked like Santana Dotson was coming off the field there after first down. Ray Nitschke leads this Packers defense. Lots of talent. Leroy Butler. They've also got Herb Adderley back there. Mitchell swings it to the right-hand side. That is complete. Short gain there. Pick up of 5 out to the 12. Charlie Sanders, the tight end, with the reception. Willie Davis with the tackle. Third and 5 coming up for the Lions here on their first drive. Pressure from the outside is picked up. Mitchell steps up in the pocket and throws. Nicely done by Mitchell. Complete to Golden Tate down into Green Bay territory. Nicely done there by Mitchell, who sensed the pressure. Tate got loose on the corner route. Dragged down in Green Bay territory. They'll spot it at the 41, but that's a 47-yard strike for the Lions, who are in business here on their opening drive. Less than 5 minutes into this NFC semifinal. Handoff, Billy Sims. Sims stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. You'll notice Billy Sims, who wore number 20 in real life, is wearing number 22 here, even though Barry Sanders is not in the league. That is because Hall of Fame cornerback Lem Barney also wore number 20. And by virtue of being a Hall of Famer, Lem Barney gets to take number 20 for now. So Sims had to take a secondary number. Lem Barney will give up number 20 if Barry Sanders comes into the league while Barney is still a part of the Lions. Good handoff there to Billy Sims right up the middle. 11-yard pickup down to the Green Bay 30. High formation. Mitchell calls things out. It's the handoff. It's going to be Sims again. Sims pops it outside, and he's got some room. So Billy Sims running well on this opening drive. The Packers trying to get things sorted out. Detroit down to the Green Bay 13. Three wide up top. Tight end Charlie Sanders off the line down at the bottom. There's a flag here. Looks like a false start on the Lions, and it is. Early movement there by Keith Dorney. 1st and 15.
Still first down.
For Detroit, you don't want to go shooting yourself in the foot. Shotgun handoff. Up the middle, not much there. Kevin Jones, his first carry of the game, goes nowhere. It'll be 2nd and 15. Lions also have Herman Moore among their weapons. He and Golden Tate, the lead 2 receivers. And off it's Sims. Sims tries to get to the outside, and there is nothing there for him that time. But Baha Miala, I'm trying to remember how to pronounce his name properly. That was not it, I'm sure. But a terrific play to track Sims down on the outside pitch. It's 3rd and 16. Mitchell changes things up at the line. Sims picks up a blitzer. That's nice, but Mitchell is on the run, and down he goes, and that's a terrible play by Scott Mitchell. You have to throw that ball away there. Instead, it's a huge sack from Mike Douglas. And Mitchell, by virtue of dropping back while he was rolling out, may have pushed the Lions out of field goal range. That's a horrendous play by Scott Mitchell. As we mentioned, Mitchell's play is going to be key here. They're going to go for the 51-yard field goal here. but certainly a lot more difficult now. That kick is up, but it looks wide right, and it is. So Jason Hansen pushes it right with about a 15-yard longer field goal than what should have happened there, and the Lions come up empty. So an impressive first drive for Detroit. Leads to nothing. 6:55 left here in the first quarter. Green Bay and Detroit scoreless at Lambeau. Packers take over from their 41. You see James Lofton and Devontae Adams, the lead receivers for the Packers. Max McGee, Randall Cobb also in that quartet. Favre, quick drop. Looks to the right-hand side. Complete. It's a high throw. Lofton has to jump to snare it. He's hit right away by Dick Duran. Pick up of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Favre is in the shotgun here. Handoff, Jim Taylor, up the middle. First down and more into Detroit territory, down to the 46-yard line. Hunter with the tackle, but a good, strong run from Jim Taylor. Both teams getting some plays with decent chunks of yardage early in this one. Favre drops back, looking. Pass complete. Lofton shakes off the tackle from Night Train Lane, but then is brought down, but does get the first down to the 30. Second catch for Lofton. Night Train Lane tried to lay the wood to him. Lofton made the catch, was able to keep his footing. Favre in the shotgun. Looks over the middle, it's complete. He's got Lofton again. Lane with the tackle. Pickup of 9, 2nd and 1. Favre is under center. He's got John Brockington as the fullback. Taylor is in the halfback position in this one. Runs it right up the gut, gets the first down to move the chains. So again, as I mentioned before, I'm doing custom playbooks for any team that is assigned a coach who is not a current coach. Those custom playbooks will be developed based on game plan data from the terrific Action PC football game from DKSports.com. Go check that out if you are a football sim fan. Madden. I'm all right. Madden was on the screen there. That's what I said. Favre to Lofton along the sideline. Missed tackle there. Lambarney ends up driving him out of bounds. But the Packers knocking on the doorstep here as Chris Spielman tries to get the Lions to firm things up. Green Bay at the Detroit 5. I formation. Taylor tries to go outside. That's not the strong suit. Taylor is brought down. Chris Spielman knifes his way through for the stop. It's a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8. Again, as far as the coach selection, created a spreadsheet where each team's coach, any coach who took that team to the playoffs from 1960 to present, as Favre fires over the middle to James Lofton. It's a touchdown for Green Bay, and Lofton and the Packers strike first. A terrific drive for Green Bay. Gets them on the board here late in quarter number 1. Lofton gets the inside track on Lambarney. So Favre and Lofton, quite a connection on that drive. 2:28 left in quarter number 1. Ryan Longwell will kick the extra point. 8 plays, 59 yards, and 4:27 for the Packers. Nice drive there by Green Bay. And the Lions are in a hole. So as we prepare for the kickoff, as I was saying, as far as the coaches, any coach who took a team to the playoffs from 1960 to the present is eligible to be selected as their coach, and their success in the playoffs earned them different point totals. So more success in the playoffs means a higher percentage likelihood that they would get the coaching job than it did. So that's on a scale of 1 to 100. Did a random generator based on that, each coach's percentage points, and then that's how the coaches were selected. So some teams got their top coach. The Cowboys got Tom Landry, for example. But Green Bay, through Mike McCarthy, Vince Lombardi will ultimately end up somewhere down the line, pending firings and stuff like that, will ultimately end up coaching Green Bay at some point, I am sure. Mike Holmgren, etc. The only coaches not on that list, as Detroit starts off from their 24, are going to be coaches who were also players who qualified for the player pool. So somebody like Ron Rivera, for example. Ron Rivera is not in the coach pool because he is in the Chicago Bears player pool as one of their top 20 linebackers. And obviously there are plenty more cases like that, but Rivera just kind of came to mind quickly. So here's Sims. That handoff, he is stuffed that time. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the 27. Clay Matthews and Ray Nitschke combined on the tackle there. As we get down inside a minute and a half left in the opening quarter here of this NFC semifinal in the preseason tournament for the Franchise Stars Football League. The league will kick off within a week of the Super Bowl. Mitchell is brought down there. Sack from Bernardo Harris gets through for Green Bay. As Mitchell tastes the grass again. Mitchell a little late to react. He had Harris coming right from the front of him. So that'll bring up 4th and 15. The punting unit will come on for Detroit. I believe Jim Arnold is the punter for the Lions. The snap, here's the kick. Herb Adderley is back. He calls a fair catch. Green Bay will start off from their 36, so they'll look to follow up the touchdown drive their last time out. That's as far as creating those playbooks. So, for example, in the case of like the Cowboys who drew Tom Landry, I would get Action PC, game plan data from the Cowboys from, say, 1977 or something like that, and then build the playbook based on the game plan data that Action PC has. And I'll be doing that for any team that did not draw a current coach. Pass to Jim Taylor out of the backfield. He's brought down, but it's a pickup of 7, and Favre hasn't missed yet. 7 for 7 here in this opening frame. Ed O'Neill. Not Al Bundy, Ed O'Neill. With the tackle as time runs out in quarter number 1. So Green Bay leads things a quarter of the way through here. 7-0. Neither team able to get too much going on the ground to this point. Although Billy Sims did have a couple of nice runs for the Lions, so expect Detroit to keep going to the running well a little bit. They try to open things up to make things a little bit easier for Scott Mitchell. There's Jim Taylor out of the backfield. Favre hits Taylor to improve to 8 for 8 so far. Second reception for Taylor. Dick Knight Train Lane with the tackle. Favre has looked terrific to this point. Taylor's the lone setback. Handoff up the middle. Taylor, good move by Jim Taylor. Taylor usually a lower the shoulder guy, but a nice little move there. Bounces around one tackler. He's stopped just shy of the marker, but that's a 9-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and inches for the Packers from the Lions 38. Detroit needs to get their defense in gear here. Green Bay's offense did not look great against the Chicago Bears. There's a handoff. Taylor tries to get outside, fights off one tackler. Not able to get to the marker, though. Good job there by the Lions. Levy steps up for the hit. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 38. And though it is early in the second quarter, you get the feeling this is a big third down here. Taylor's the lone setback. Favre's actually going to throw, and pass is broken up. Night Train Lane with the hit. That's the first miss for Favre in this one. Often had it, but Lane drives it loose. So you could go for it here. They're not going to, and they're not going to go for the 55-yard field goal either. Rather than set Longwell up with the possibility of giving good field position, they'll go for the punt, try to pin Detroit deep, but it goes to the wrong side of the pylon. And the Lions will start off from their 20. So certainly could loom large later on. The big sack that Scott Mitchell took earlier, pushing the Lions out of field goal range. Again, Mitchell tried to roll wide, but he didn't just roll laterally. He backpedaled while he was rolling out left, then didn't throw the ball away. Sack pushed it out to a 51-yard field goal attempt that Jason Hansen pushed wide. Barnett with the tackle for Green Bay. Sims only picks up a yard. It's 2nd and 9 from the 21. Empty backfield. 5 wide. Mitchell looks, throws to the right side, and it's nice grab there. Herman Moore. Good coverage by Leroy Butler, but Moore goes up and gets it. Out to the 40. It's a 19-yard grab. That's a heck of a play there by Herman Moore. Chains move for Detroit. Mitchell. Short pass there, complete. It's Charlie Sanders. Out to the 49, chains will move. Second catch of the game for Sanders. Lions fans, of course, would be very happy if there was Barry Sanders on the roster, but Charlie Sanders was a fine tight end. Handoff. Up the middle, that's Dexter Bussey, his first carry of the game. He stopped for a loss of 1. Good job there by Mike Douglas. So they try to get Sims a little bit of a break. Change things up at the back position, and Bussey goes nowhere. 2nd and 11 from midfield. Delayed handoff. Sims finds a little bit of a gap. It closes up pretty quickly, but he does pick up 4. Barnett steps up for the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the Lions' 46. Mitchell in the shotgun. Drops back, pass over the middle, complete. Down inside the 35 to his tight end, Dave Sloan. Pulls that one in. 13-yard pickup down to the 33. So the chains move as we get inside the 9-minute mark here in the first half. Punched set here for the Lions. Sims in the backfield. First down, Sims tries to take it off tackle there. Rolls through, picks up 7. That play did not look like it was going to yield that, but a good job by Sims to keep the legs churning. Down to the 26, it'll be 2nd and 3. Charlie Sanders calling out blocking assignments to his receivers there. Mitchell drops back. Dumps out of the backfield, complete. Short little dump there to Dexter Bussey, but that's only a pickup of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 2. Leroy Butler all over that play for Green Bay. And you see Bart Starr, and you can say it's a blessing or and a curse for the Packers to get the top, I guess depending on where you want to slot Aaron Rodgers. But to get Starr and Favre together from the start, you know, one of them is kind of go to waste on the bench. Looks like Favre has kind of taken the starting job here. Handoff for Billy Sims down to the 20. It's 1st and 10 for the Lions. Sims running the ball well. Again, Sims, who wore 20 in real life, earned 22 here, even though Barry Sanders is not in the game, because Lem Barney, their Hall of Fame cornerback, also wore number 20. So Barney got the nod there. False start on the Lions. They'll lose 5 yards there. They took a bad penalty earlier on that drive that ultimately saw Mitchell get sacked for the loss. Shotgun. Play action on the draw. Mitchell. Pass towards the end zone. Complete inside the 5. Golden Tate reels it in. 2nd reception. So Mitchell so far has been solid. Again, he was good early in the Giants game and then started to struggle as that game went on. But Mitchell has thrown the ball well here. His poor decision-making, taking that sack before. Far bigger criticism than his actual throwing has been to this point. Looks to the right side. Everyone in the end zone. Touchdown. Terry Barr with the grab for Detroit. And the Lions, pending the extra point, will have tied things up here at Lambeau at 7. Mitchell hits Barr. Little slant, found him in a pocket and zipped it in there for the completion. 6:09 left in the half. Hanson's extra point is good. 11 plays, 84 yards in 6:38. A terrific job by the Lions on that drive. So we got a ball game here at Lambeau as Favre gets ready to lead the troops back onto the field. Again, the winner of this game gets the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, in overtime, took down the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers expected to be the top team in the NFC once the regular season gets underway. But the Eagles, with a pair of dramatic wins, remember they beat the Dallas Cowboys on a final second kickoff return by Timmy Brown. Speaking of kickoff returns, Herb Adderley brings this one out to the 30. And that's where Green Bay will take charge. So both quarterbacks have been effective to this point in terms of throwing. Again, Mitchell taking a bad sack before, really the only. It feels like his second sack he probably should have sensed coming too. So his awareness has been questionable, but his throwing has been solid. Jim Taylor out of the backfield. Favre goes short to him, pick up a 4. Favre is 9 of 10 to this point. He hasn't really tried to stretch it down the field so far. So far, he hasn't had to. Changes things up here. Favre, 3-step drop, short pass, lofted over the middle is popped. Chris Spielman hammers him, shy of the marker. Out to the 38, it'll be 3rd and 2. 6th reception for James Lofton in the first half. Aaron Jones is in at halfback. He gets the handoff and the first down. Jones tripped up, only his second carry of the game. But Jones gets it out to the 45. Sticks will move as we approach the 4-minute mark here in this first half. Monte Adams and James Lofton both here on the downside. They run it far side. Jim Taylor is stuffed. Brought down by Walker. Loss of a yard back at the 43. Handoff Jones. Jones down into Detroit territory. Good, strong run for Jones. Pickup of, they'll call it 9. 3rd and 2 at the 48. Inside 3 minutes left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Favre in the shotgun. There's a flag. That might be a false start on Green Bay, and it is. And Koch moved early.
Still 3rd down.
So now it'll be 3rd and 7. Green Bay pushed back onto their half of the field. Favre, quick drop, throws down the left side, complete. Davante Adams is popped but holds on down to the 32. Big strike there from Favre to Adams. Adams' first catch of the game is a 21-yard reception. And Green Bay down inside the Lions' 35 as we approach the 2-minute warning. Darius Slay with the tackle. We'll see if Green Bay tries to fire off another play before the warning sounds. And they do. Handoff, Jim Taylor back in the game. He's stuffed. And just to fight his way forward for 2, making something not a nothing there. Down to the 30, and that gets us to the 2-minute warning. 7-7. Lions and Packers in a good one here at Lambeau. Favre in the shotgun. Favre looks over the middle, complete. Lofton with the reception, stopped shy of the marker by Lambarney. 7 catches for Lofton in this first half. 3rd and 1 from the 23. Hurrying it up. Surprisingly in the shotgun here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and 1. It's a quick pass to the left. Adams is hammered by Night Train Lane, but holds on. It's a first down. Some pushing and shoving extracurriculars after the play. Down to about a minute left inside the minute mark here in the half. Nobody has stopped the clock as of yet. Favre in the shotgun. Pressure up the middle, and somebody blew the block. Favre tries to get rid of the pass, but it's too late. They say he was down. Sacked for a loss of 11. And that is just a free run. Up the middle, Sean Rogers. Rogers almost tried a shovel pass there. He's lucky they didn't call that a fumble. Changes things up at the line. 4 receivers on the downside. Adams the lone one up top. And now there's movement. And it's going to be a false start on Green Bay. Second call on this drive. This one on Balaga. So now they're pushed back to the 35. So the Lions had a penalty and a costly sack earlier on, pushed them out of field goal range. The Packers in danger of having the same thing happen here in the final minute of the first half. 2nd and 26 from the 35, 44 ticks on the clock. Favre changes things up again. Swings it, not much doing there. Taylor, they were all over that play. I believe that was Dick Duran coming up on the tackle. Favre sensed the pressure, dumped it off to Taylor, but he had nothing around him. Good tackle by Dick Duran. So now it's back at the 42 as they lose yardage on the pass. At this point, you just want to try to get 7 to 10 yards on this play, get into field goal range for Ryan Longway, and try to get out of here with 3. Favre. And they had time, and then it was all gone. Robert Porcher with the tackle. Gets the sack on Favre, and the Packers are going to come out of this drive with nothing. You could argue that Green Bay perhaps should have run the ball a little bit more there. They're going to punt it, and that'll take us to the end of the half. That's a shank job of a punt, but it doesn't really matter as it goes out of bounds, and the teams will head into the tunnel, tied at 7 at the midway point. So we got a good one going here. 7-7 Packers and Lions in the NFC semifinal. Again, the winner gets the Philadelphia Eagles in the championship game, the NFC championship game, I should say, of this Franchise Stars Football League preseason tournament. And this is just to kind of do some tinkering and checking if there's last things I need to mess with sliders or ratings or whatever before I get the final project released. That's why I started this tournament kind of at the midway point with 16 teams as I was doing the other 16. I have 5 teams of defenses left to do, and then all the players will be in the set. Then we will get to put things into franchise mode and then start testing within the franchise mode itself before release. So the Lions will receive to open up the second half Ryan Longwell's kick, taken at about the 3. Out across the 20, out across the 25, and the Lions will start from the 26. Billy Sims, 10 carries for 46 yards in the first half. Expect a good dose of Sims in the second half here as well. Again, sure, Sims isn't Barry Sanders, but Billy Sims, a very, very good running back. His career cut short after a bad knee injury. But a healthy Billy Sims will be an asset for the Detroit Lions. Pass there to the left side, complete. Short little out route. Pickup of 3, out to the 29. Mitchell is in the shotgun. Delayed handoff. Sims fights his way forward. 3rd and 3. Pickup of 4. Out to the 33. Nitschke with the tackle there for Green Bay. See if the Lions can get the 3rd down conversion here. They go to the ground with it. Sims tries to get his way up the middle, and there's nothing doing there. Pickup of 2, but it's 4th and 1 and a long one. Santana Dotson in on the tackle. Dotson, who left with an injury earlier, fights his way through there and wrestles Sims to the ground. Nicely done by the run-stopping defensive tackle. So the punting unit is on. Detroit's not going to chance anything at this point in a tie game in their own territory. Jim Arnold's punt taken back around the 20. Adderley calls for the fair catch. There'll be no return, and Green Bay will start from the 21. Both teams have moved the ball a bit in spurts. Both teams had drives stalled out by a combination of a couple of bad penalties and sacks. The sack on Favre was more an offensive line failure. The sack on Mitchell was a Scott Mitchell failure. Handoff, Jim Taylor. Taylor looks for an opening, tries to get to the outside, breaks the stiff arm on Lem Barney, but Barney contains him until help arrives. Pickup of 3 for Taylor. Out to the 24, 2nd and 7. No receivers to the north side. 3 wide to the right. Favre to Devontae Adams, out across the 40. Favre is 15 of 16 at this point. He has been on point in this game. Again, they have not tried to go for the home run shot. It has been short slants. He's used his running backs a lot. Jim Taylor has several receptions. There's another crossing route to Adams, hit hard by Spielman, but holds on. It's a 3-yard crossing route. 4th reception of the game for Devontae Adams. 13 rushes, 17 pass plays for the Packers to this point in Mike McCarthy's offense. Favre, three-step drop. Short pass there. McGee has it jarred loose. Incomplete. O'Neal with the hit. Third and 7 from the 47. Favre in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks, he's got time. Airs it out. Down the right-hand side. There's a deep ball, but he overthrows him. Lambarney step for step in coverage. Nothing doing there. So we said a couple minutes ago they hadn't gone for the home run ball. They went for it there, but it falls incomplete. And the punting unit will come on. Angle towards the side, inside the 20 to the 17. Would have liked to get a little bit more on that. But with no return, they'll take it, and Detroit will take over. 10:53 left in quarter 3. 7-7 Lions and Packers. Lions have played a safe game with Scott Mitchell, as they need to. Handoff up the middle. Sims gets 3 before he's hit hard. At the 20, Ray Nitschke pops it. So after a play, you'll see up at the top along the scorecard, it'll give you details about the players involved in the play, a rusher or the receiver, and then whoever made the tackle. The tackle numbers are inaccurate, as you find at the end of the game when the proper tackle totals are relieved. And a delay handoff to Sims, and there is nothing doing there. Willie Davis obliterates him in the backfield. Bring him down at the... Drops back. Here comes pressure, and down goes Mitchell. Mike Douglas gets to him again. I believe Douglas had one of a couple of sacks before. Douglas gets past. The Lions' offensive line is not great. They're strong at left tackle with Lomas Brown. But other than that, the Lions did not get a great offensive line draw. Douglas gets through. Mitchell gets hit. And the Lions will have to punt. Here's Jim Arnold. Kick taken by Adderley. Adderley will try to return it. Nothing doing there. Only a yard. They'll mark him right at the midfield stripe. So Green Bay has great field position here. 8:51 left in the third of a tie game. The score says that defenses have ruled, but again, each team has had moments where they've moved the ball well. They just haven't been able to finish the job. Aaron Jones. Lone setback. Favre. Pass. Complete. Hits a tight end. Mark Chamorro with the reception down to the 30. That's the first reception for Chamorro, I believe. 20-yard strike. Right down the seam. Empty backfield. Favre in the shotgun. Drops back. Pass. Right side, incomplete. That was one. Favre missed the mark there. Spielman and Chamorro exchanged pleasantries at the end of the play. These teams will get very familiar with each other over the coming years in the Franchise Stars Football League. Hand off Jim Taylor. Taylor tries to get outside. He is brought down. At the 26, it'll be 3rd and 6. Spielman tried to get him from behind and couldn't. Ed O'Neal ultimately comes up with the tackle for Detroit. Third and 6. Favre in the shotgun. Quick drop, pass complete. Davante Adams topped at the 10, but holds on. It'll be first and goal. They'll spot it at the 9. A frustrated Lem Barney. Looked like Night Train Lane was with him, kind of stepped to McGee as he thought that's where Favre was going. And instead, Favre hits Adams. First and goal from the 9, 6:45 left in quarter number 3. Favre, pressure, over the middle, incomplete. Favre, not as accurate here in this second half as he was in the first half, but still a fine game so far for the Packers quarterback. Second and goal from the 9, 6:41 left. We are tied at 7 in this NFC semifinal for the Franchise Stars Football League preseason tournament. Looking, end zone, touchdown, Mark Chamorro, and the Packers strike again. So Chamorro finds open room. Oh, I love seeing Max McGee do the dance in the end zone. Stop it. I can't turn that off. I'm sorry. So Favre into the end zone, and he had Lofton running a corner route there. But Chamorro got open first. Favre zips it in. Ryan Longwell with the extra point will try to put Green Bay up 7. 6 plays, 50 yards in 2:15. And the Packers lead it 14-7. So we'll see what the Lions can do to answer here. Again, they've played a controlled game. They've run Sims plenty. Mitchell has thrown the ball a decent amount, but he hasn't really tried to air anything out as of yet. And you have plenty of time left in this game, so you don't need to start taking chances. We'll see how the Lions navigate that. Good coverage there on the kickoff. Scott Mitchell gets back to work. Get the feeling the Packers are going to key on Billy Sims. And dare Mitchell to try to beat him in the air. Again, the Packers secondary, very good. Leroy Butler, Herb Adderley. They're very solid back there. Mark Lee. Handoff, here's Sims. Sims pulls his way forward. Terrific run by Billy Sims. Pickup of 9 out to the 30. It'll be 2nd and 1. Sims the lone setback again. Oh, a little bit of a jet sweep action there. Golden Tate with the carry. He picks up 5, and it's a first down for the Lions. Jesse Whittington comes up for the tackle. The Lions move the chains out to the 35. Handoff, Sims, nothing doing. Nothing doing at all there. Dave Robinson with the tackle. Second and 10 from the 35. In the game against the Giants, Mitchell had a good connection going with his tight end, Charlie Sanders. I believe Sanders only has 1 reception in this game. Handoff to Sims. Stopped at the line by Douglas. Douglas has had a terrific game for Green Bay. 17 carries, 59 yards for Billy Sims. Packers doing a better job on him here in the second half. So now Mitchell's in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Waits, throws, down the left-hand side. Incomplete. And the punting unit will come on. Frustrated Scott Mitchell. some lazy EA animations. It's clear the punting unit is coming on, so I don't know why you show the offense huddling up with the quarterback. Those are things that drive me nuts. Little lazy things that an ounce of testing should have said, hey, that animation shouldn't get triggered there. But I get it. Most people aren't going to care because most people aren't doing broadcasts in the fashion that I am. So I understand that. But even so, that's a dumb animation that shouldn't be shown in that spot. But I digress from my old man yelling at the cloud rants. Favre takes over with the Packers from the 28. Favre changing things up. Quick strike over the middle, complete. The audible by Favre, a good call there. He finds James Lofton. Out to midfield, 8th reception of the game for Lofton. Right frame lane with the tackle. Now, this Detroit secondary is exceptional. They got 390-plus rated guys back there with Lane, Barney, and Darius Slay. But the Packers have been able to pick it apart a bit with short routes throughout the day. Handoff, Taylor stuffed in the backfield. Nicely done. Andre Levy with the stop. Taylor, 12 carries for 27 yards. The Lions' run defense has been very good in this one. Green Bay, 15 carries, 25 passes here in Mike McCarthy's offense. They go back to Taylor. Taylor close to midfield. He's brought down by Spielman. It'll be 3rd and 10 as we get inside the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Hart in the pocket, looks over the middle, complete. He's got him. He's got James Lofton down inside the 15, down to the 12. Stretched it out a bit there. And Lofton gets open. Favre with a laser right down the middle. And the Packers, 9 catches, 120 yards for Lofton, who's been terrific. Barney and Slay combine on the tackle, but the Packers, they can get 7 here. Detroit's going to be in a real predicament. Favre, 3-step drop, short pass, not much doing there. He hits Chamora, who's popped by Spielman. It's just a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 10. Only one more play before the third quarter comes to a close. Perhaps 2. 20 seconds left. Favre looks, end zone, touchdown, Max McGee, and the Packers take a 2-touchdown lead here at Lambeau. McGee giving the business to Lem Barney as he trots back to the huddle. Another terrific throw from Favre. McGee gets open, Dick Duran late to cover. And with 17 seconds left in the third quarter, the Packers have taken control. Extra point by Longwell is good. 6 plays, 71 yards, and 325 for Green Bay. And for the Lions, you have to come out of this next drive with points. And honestly, a field goal doesn't really even get you that much. Well, if Scott Mitchell wants to silence the doubters, he's in a good situation to try and do that. Here's the kickoff taken at the 20, out across the 20 to the 23. And Mitchell and the Lions will get to work with 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell in the shotgun. As Steps, throws to the left, complete. Charlie Sanders. Sanders gets around his man, first down. We just talked on the last drive that Charlie Sanders had a big connection with Mitchell in the win over the Giants. That's his third reception of the day. Takes us to the end of the third quarter. 21-7 Green Bay. Detroit needs something out of this drive. Mitchell's only thrown the ball 12 times. He's 10 for 12, actually. They haven't gone down the field at all, but they've played it safe with him. They're not really going to be able to do that for much longer. Mitchell's pass here, complete. Golden Tate down into Green Bay territory. Tate's fourth reception of the game. Jesse Whittington steps up for the tackle. Gets a little bit of help. Mitchell in the shotgun again. He's going to throw it. Rolls right. Takes the sack. Down he goes. Willie Harris gets to him. Willie Davis, I apologize. Sack for the loss. Davis beats his man. Mitchell kind of rolls right into him. That's actually probably a pretty good job from Mitchell not to throw that ball. As a lefty rolling righty, I don't think he was going to get anything on that. Sacked for the loss of 11, back at the 46. It'll be 2nd and 21. Shotgun. Mitchell, left side. Caught. Herman Moore steps out of bounds. Only the second catch of the game for Moore. 3rd and 11 from the 44-yard line. Shotgun. Mitchell steps up. Pass over the middle, complete. That was a good job by Mitchell. Read the defensive back blitz, the corner blitz, stepped up, sensed the pressure that time. It's Charlie Sanders. So Mitchell going back to his favorite target from the Giants game a couple times. Here now late in this one. I formation. Handoff. Sims cuts it back. Nice run, Billy Sims. Didn't look like he had anything going on. Ends up picking up 5. Second and 5 from the 22. And there's movement. We'll see who it's on. And that one is going to be on Green Bay. Gilbert Brown, the big run-stopping defensive tackle. Gilbert Brown is a load. You start getting that moving in the wrong direction. Hard to stop it. Mitchell drops. Great protection, but he couldn't find an open man. Basically threw that one away. Good coverage there by Herb Adderley and company. 2nd and 10 from the 17. I formation. Handoff. Sims. Sims gobbled up. And that'll be a 3rd and 11. Brought down. For no gain. So 3rd and 11 from the 18. Sims the lone setback. Play action on the draw. Mitchell, again, all sorts of time. Looks for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He threw that one wide. Again, great coverage by the Pack. 35-yard attempt. Hansen missed earlier from 51. The snap, Pete with the hold. Hansen's kick is up and good. And the Lions have cut the deficit back down to 11. So 21-10 Green Bay. 11 minutes left. There's plenty of time, but now the Detroit defense will be charged with settling down this Green Bay offense that has started to wake up a bit in the second half. Arnold will do the kickoff duties. Taken at the 3. Here's Adderley out across the 20. He is stood up. Good tackle there. Oh, there's a botched animation. What? Wait, hold on a second. Was there a fumble there? Holy cow, he fumbled that. He fumbled that and it didn't do anything about it. Adderley fumbled the kickoff and Detroit takes over from the 18. Oh my goodness. Herb Adderley fumbled the kickoff and they did nothing with the animation to let me know that it had done so until they started the Lions in the huddle. Oh, that's huge. Shotgun. Sims down inside the 15. 3rd and 4 from the 14 now. We approach the 10-minute mark. So a huge play in the game and a horrible job by the production crew. Detroit, 3rd and 4 from the 14. Handoff, Dexter Bussey. That's an overly conservative call, I think. Ray Nitschke with the stop. Are they going to settle for the field goal to draw within a touchdown and 2-point conversion? Hansen from 29 yards out. The kick is up and good. So it is now an 8-point game. The fumbled kickoff by Herb Adderley leads to a Detroit field goal. You're the Lions. You got to feel like you should have come out of there with 7, but that's a conservative call to go for the handoff there. I know that there's possibly a perspective where you're looking at it as, hey, we got 3 points. But at that point, take a shot at the end zone. It's still a field goal that's well within Jason Hansen's range. Kickoff out across the 20, out across the 25. Adderley brought down, they'll spot it at the 28. James Lofton, 9 catches, 120 yards, and a score. He has been terrific. Favre under center. Big drive in this game here. Handoff, Jim Taylor. Taylor tries to get to the outside. Fights through one tackler, but then is popped by O'Neal. They've bottled Jim Taylor up pretty well in this one. 14 carries, 31 yards. He only picks up 2 there. Out to the 30, it'll be 2nd and 8. Favre in the shotgun. Pass. Complete. He's got Devontae Adams out across midfield into Detroit territory. Brought down at the 47. Good pick up there for Green Bay as they put the pressure on the Lions once again. Six catches for 89 yards for Devontae Adams. Handoff, Taylor. Taylor bowls his way ahead. He's met by Darius Slay there. but he picks up 7 down to the 40. As time continues to tick away. .650 remaining in the game. And there's a flag. Believe that's a false start. And it is. Can't be taking that penalty there if you're Green Bay. They have an opportunity to put this game on ice. Can't give up the yardage. Favre in the shotgun. Look. Down the right side, complete. Davante Adams down inside the 30. He's hit inside the 25. 20 down to the 23. Tackle by Dick Duran, but Favre has weapons at his disposal, and he has used them. James Lofton, predominantly in the first half. Davante Adams in the second half. Down to the 23 as we approach the 6-minute mark. Play action. Favre looks in there. Lane was with him, but he threw that one a little bit off target. Again, this Lions secondary, incredibly talented. They have not quite played to their talent in this one. Again, certainly a lot of the credit for that needs to go to Brett Favre. But the Lions figure to be a tough team to pass on as the year goes on. Pass there in the slot, complete to Lofton. It's a first down to the 13. Favre has continued, 26 of 32. 3 touchdowns on the game. Inside 5.5 minutes. Favre passing again. End zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Packers. Mark Chamorro, his second touchdown of the game. And Green Bay comes down the field after the field goal, the fumbled kickoff by Adderley, and another field goal. And the Packers answer in a big way. Mark Chamorro leaps over the media circle, heads over to the crowd along the wall in Lambeau. And the Packers, pending the extra point, will have their lead back up to 15, 28-13 over Detroit. 7 plays, 78 yards, and 325. And again, Detroit's conservative play call that last time after the Adderley fumble, the third down and medium, I think it was 3rd and 6 or something like that, deciding to run it on that play. Rather than pass it. They're basically conceding that they were settling for the field goal. And in that spot, I'm not really sure they could afford to do that. Kickoff is taken from the 2 out across the 20. Brought down at the 23. Well, I don't expect you're going to see a field goal attempt from here on in for Detroit. It's touchdowns or bust. Down 15, 5:20 left in the game. First and 10 from the 23. Mitchell under pressure. Down he goes. And that one's not on Mitchell. Santana Dotson gets a free run at him for the sack, and Mitchell is not happy about it. Santana Dotson just not picked up. Can't blame Mitchell for that one. Dan Campbell knows it. Second and 21. Mitchell, quick out, complete. Terry Barr has a touchdown reception in this game as well. Makes the play. He's driven out of bounds. 3rd and 12 from the 21s. The Packers look to put the final stamp on this one. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Mitchell airs it out. Down the left side, broken up. Went deep, but Jair Alexander breaks up the pass. It's 4th and 12. You're down 2 touchdowns, 4:33 left. And the Lions are going to go for it. 4th and 12. To keep the game alive. Deep down the left side. Mitchell had him, and it's incomplete. Looked like he had Herman Moore. No, it's Golden Tate, I apologize, on the sideline. Mitchell's pass misses the mark. And the Packers will take over deep in Detroit territory. Around 4 minutes remaining. Up 15. Figure Green Bay will run their offense. They're not in take-a-knee territory by any stretch as of yet. Gotta think they'll probably run the ball a bit. And of course, as soon as I say that, it's an empty backfield. Shows you what I know. Favre barking out changes. Short pass over the middle for Chamora, incomplete. Second and 10 from the 21. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Now he moves out wide. Favre looks to pass again. He doesn't have a running back there with him. Short pass complete. Lofton is brought down by Spielman, but the chains will move. He's down to the 11. 1st and 10. 11 catches for 141 yards for James Lofton. He and Davante Adams are going to be a heck of a combination. Max McGee is your number 3 option. You're doing all right. Favre, quick swing left. That one misses the mark. I know you're in striking distance here, but it still feels like Green Bay should just be running the ball here. Even if you come out of this, you get a field goal. You're up 18. Favre pass, and the pass is intercepted. Dick Duran picks it off. So Duran picks off Favre at the 9, and Detroit has to feel like they've still got a puncher's chance. Quick out route, Duran jumps it, intended for Adams. So the Packers' greed, we'll see if it comes back to bite them. It's been a weird game for Scott Mitchell. Mitchell has not really been bad. They haven't thrown the ball a lot. Green Bay has controlled the clock, for one thing. Mitchell's made a couple of bad decisions. He's been pressured a bit as the Lions' offensive line is decent, but not great. Mitchell, quick pass over the middle, complete. No, it was jarred loose. Nitschke hits Sanders. I thought Sanders had it, but Nitschke hits him. They say he couldn't hold on. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Packers in this second half, though, have basically dared Scott Mitchell to beat them. Pass there. Terry Barr takes a shot, but makes the grab out to the 21. Chains will move. 3rd catch for Barr, who caught the touchdown earlier, the only time the Lions have seen the end zone. Running the no huddle. Shotgun. Mitchell in the pocket. He's got some time there, but great coverage from Green Bay. Pass over the middle of the Golden Tate. It'll be a pickup of 7. Out to the 28, 2nd and 3. 5 catches for 97 yards for Tate. Mitchell presumably will stay in the shotgun the rest of this game. Deep down the left-hand side, intercepted. And that'll do it. Picked off Jair Alexander down the sideline. Nobody's going to get him. It's a pick six for Jair Alexander on Scott Mitchell. And that will be the end of the game. Not technically, of course. There is still a couple minutes left. But that will seal the coffin on the Lions. Mitchell down the left side looking for Barr, underthrows him pretty significantly, and Jair Alexander brings it back down the sideline with no one close to getting him. It's 34-13 Green Bay. Ryan Longwell comes on for the extra point. And it's good. 35-13 Packers. Who blew this open in the second half. So again, this is just the preseason tournament. The real league will get started a little more than a week, probably. They have 5 teams of defensive players left to enter. I'll be compiling their ratings over the next couple of days. Data entry will start Thursday. I'm hoping by the end of the weekend I'll have them all in. And then it's just a matter of how much testing I can get done and how much I like the results once I get things going in franchise mode. Again, I can't build this in franchise mode and export it as a franchise. And people, of course, have been requesting this roster set. I will release the roster set, and I will subsequently do draft classes as well. But there are some things that I can't really test out and see until I can load the full set into franchise mode. I'm not expecting many hang-ups there, but it's EA, so there might always be some surprises. Short pass there, complete to Golden Tate out across the 30. Mitchell, 17 of 25 for 226, a touchdown and a pick. Bart Starr, relegated to backup duty behind Brett Favre. The offense has certainly hummed a bit better under Favre, but there are an awful lot of teams who would be very happy to have Bart Starr at the helm. Sweet pass there to Herman Moore out to the 47. That's only Moore's 3rd catch of the game. Again, this Lions secondary figures to be very, very good, but the Green Bay secondary has made their statement today. Anytime the Lions have gone for a big play, they've been there to snuff it out. Mitchell has to swing this one wide. It's Dexter Bussey out of the backfield. That's a pickup of 4. Nothing doing there. Second and 6 from the 48. Mitchell looks over the middle, incomplete. Looked like Tate stumbled a little bit there. Thrown off the timing a little bit. So again, it's easy to see the 13 points on the scoreboard, only 1 touchdown, and pin it on Mitchell. But while Mitchell wasn't great, Mitchell certainly hasn't been terrible. And under a bit of pressure, the 1 sack he took early was a really, really bad play. There's no question about it. Basically pulled them right out of field goal range after a terrific opening drive. 4th and 6, they'll go for it here. Mitchell's pass complete. Chains will move. Terry Barr with the reception again. 4th catch of the game for Barr. Jesse Whittington on the tackle as we get down inside 1:30 left. Mitchell to the right side, complete. He's got Barr again, down inside the 10. And the Packers playing a little bit soft defensively here late in a game that they know they have won. Got to think Mike McCarthy's not going to be thrilled with that. Roy Butler with the tackle there. No huddle continues. Inside a minute left. Mitchell looks, throws, corner, touchdown, Herman Moore. So Moore, let's not dance when we're down by 3 scores. That wasn't excessive celebrating. That's all right. Herman Moore with the reception. They'll go for 2 here to try to get this game within 14. 53 seconds left. Mitchell, pass there, and it's picked off in the end zone by Whittington. So the conversion attempt fails. Still a 16-point game. That's throwing in too much traffic there. 35-19 Green Bay. The onside kick will come here. Everybody in the building knows it. Yeah, wait a minute. What's going on? Okay, yeah, that's a horrible animation there. They acted like Green Bay was going to kick off. Onside kick. It's on the ground. It's on the ground. And the Lions. So the Lions recovered that. One thing, I'm not even sure that went 10 yards. But the Lions recover the onside kick. Not dead yet. Pass over the middle. Complete. Pickup of 8. Lions use a timeout. 35-19 in Green Bay. But the crowd holding off on the celebration after the Lions recover the onside kick. They, of course, still need to go down, strike, and then get another onside kick and strike again. Mitchell. Deep. Down the left-hand side for the end zone. Incomplete. He had Golden Tate going down the sideline, but good coverage there. Jair Alexander was with him. 3rd and 2 from the 49. Ray Nitschke imploring his defense. Lock this down. Shotgun. Mitchell. Complete to Barr. Along the sideline, he gets out of bounds. Down to the 35. Shotgun. Mitchell. Blitz is picked up, but Nitschke fights off his man and gets him for the sack, and there's another timeout for Detroit. Nitschke gets him back at the 44. Nothing Mitchell could do there. Good coverage. Not really going to throw a ball away in this spot. Down the left side, complete. He's got Barr on the other side. So Terry Barr becoming a presence here in this 4th quarter. 7th catch of the game for him. They say he hit the deck inbounds. So the Lions have to use their last timeout. 35-19 Green Bay. 20 seconds left. Realistically, this is more the Lions just trying to make this score a little bit more respectable. Shotgun. Mitchell. Drops. Looks. Back of the end zone, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Shotgun. Mitchell. Corner of the end zone. Nobody there. But Dan Campbell knows this game is over, but they're still going to try to get themselves into the end zone. Mark Chmura greeting his teammates on the sideline. Chmura, a pair of touchdown receptions from Brett Favre. There's movement there, and that looks like Lomas Brown moved a little early. So 3rd and 15 from the 26 now. Mitchell figures to be looking for the end zone here. Down the left side, in the back corner, it's overthrown. And that'll bring up 4th and 15 from the 26. Mike Douglas. A few words for Scott Mitchell. Douglas had gotten Mitchell for a pair of sacks in this game. 7 ticks on the clock. Mitchell looking, end zone, into a mob. It falls incomplete. There's a flag on the play, though, with 1 second left.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's pass interference called on Leroy Butler in the end zone. So 1 second left. Oh, now what did it do? Because it gave them the points. Oh, so, okay, so he caught the ball, but there was pass interference anyway. That's an awkward way of doing that. That's actually been an awkward couple of display things, as Barr converts the 2-point conversion. So against the 35-27, 1 tick on the clock, though. The onside kick coming up will end it. Barr over the middle. Again, Terry Barr, a huge fourth quarter. So what we've learned in this game is that if multiple things happen on the same play, EA doesn't quite know what to do with it from a presentation perspective. Because that was weird, because he got up like he had caught it, but it said flag, and it didn't. The little touchdown banner didn't come across the top, so I thought it was incomplete. And they were just going to get the ball at the 1 because of the pass interference penalty. So onside kick, 35-27. That one is grabbed by John Brockington. That will end the game. End it. But the Packers wrap up an odd win, given how the final 5 minutes or so transpired. This didn't seem like it should have gotten to a blowout status, and then it did get to a blowout status, and it ends with a closer game than it seemed like 5 minutes ago. But again, Green Bay was really in control of this second half. A little bit of chicanery late. Their defense got soft. They gave up the onside kick. They let Detroit get down the field again. Detroit ran out of time there. But again, I feel like if it hadn't gotten to a blowout state, Green Bay plays that game a little bit differently there and probably pulls off the victory anyway. 4 touchdowns from Brett Favre, 3 touchdowns from Scott Mitchell. Again, 2 of those in garbage time against a Packers defense that had clearly let up, although they shouldn't have. Both teams 22 first downs. Both teams committed a turnover. Detroit ended up with more possession. Again, that was largely based on that fourth quarter that saw 35 points between the two teams. This game was 7-7 at halftime. And then Green Bay, in the third, scored a pair of touchdowns, Favre to Chmura, and then Favre to Max McGee to wrap it up. A pair of Hanson field goals, and that second field goal, that 29-yarder, after the Herb Adderley fumble on the kick return. When they settled for 3 there, I kind of felt like that was going to be the end of it. And then Favre hit Chamora, so then they opened it up. So at that point, it's 21-13. And then Jair Alexander picked off. Actually, I'm sorry, that made it 28-13. And then when Alexander had the pick 6 against Scott Mitchell, that was pretty much the end of it. But the conversion and then the pass, David Sloan pulled that one in as time expired. And that was that. So we continue to kind of look at things to tweak, as we've only got 3 games left in this preseason tournament. The 2 conference championship games. The Chiefs will play the Chargers. The Packers will host the Eagles, and then the preseason tournament championship game. And then I'll kind of make my final slider adjustments. I think we're going to still need to tone down completion percentage a little bit. I think the last batch of adjustments I made to receivers and defensive backs have kind of now necessitated that I bring the completion percentages down or the receiving slider down a little bit. I'm probably going to adjust the slider a little bit for now for these next few games, and then we'll see what the ratings look like. I did a quick sim of a season, even though the roster was incomplete, just because I wanted to take a look at some things. I was really mostly concerned about sack totals, because sack totals in the game have been a little bit high in played games, so I wanted to see how it simmed out. And the sack leader ended up having like 16 and a half sacks, which was great. That's exactly where I would like that. So, as far as like quick simming through the season. But the completion percentages were higher than what I want. Again, I'm looking for late 80s, early 90s style football, so I want completion leaders around 60%, low 60s, if anything. And the Sims numbers were coming out a bit higher than that. So, again, I'm a big believer in you rate to the sim, because more games are going to be sim than played. And then you use the sliders to get the played games to where you want them to be. So that's when I get into franchise mode. There'll be a little bit more tweaking going on there. But again, the advantage of me doing everything that I do as formula based is that if I make an adjustment, it will be a nice, clear, global adjustment across the board, which makes it quicker to do. So again, I'm figuring I'm going to have the last 5 defensive teams entered by the end of this weekend, and then basically next week up to release will basically just be a matter of how fast testing goes, and then we'll go from there. So if you have not as of yet, check out the Discord, as I'll be doing quick hit updates there as to the status of the project and its eventual release. I'll obviously have those few other streams coming here as well, but again, that Discord is kind of where I'm going to start doing a lot more stuff. The website is still up, but I haven't touched the website in a while. Discord just gives me such a quicker, easier way to communicate with people and post, single sentences, 2 sentences of what I've done, what I just finished. Post little quick screen grabs and stuff like that. So check on the Discord. The link, I'll drop it here in the chat. You can also click on the profile here at the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel and get the link to the Discord there as well. Like and subscribe if you have not as of yet. But really excited about this project. This is going to be a heck of a lot of fun and a lot of work, but a lot of fun. And I appreciate you all tuning in. Franchise Stars Baseball League Year 3 will be started pretty much right after I get this project launched too. So they'll be going pretty much concurrently for a while, year 1 of the FSFL and year 3 of the FSBL. So hopefully you will tune in for that. Greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will talk soon. The Packers advance to the preseason tournament NFC championship game with a win over the Lions.